book that starts in the month that we're in, and Shell. Right, let's go. And I nearly finished reading because if you've read them, then you know they're not HET. Very clear past, and I'm sure I'll be some of the criticism that she's got. And that criticism.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, welcome if you are new. Today is a Sunday, we all know what that means, but I have a whole list of things to do. And I've made it on my little, appropriately named, I'm not going to say that out loud, you can read that, list. It is currently 9:30, I have got up, I've read for a bit, I've had breakfast, I've got ready, and now it's time to crack on. So, first thing we need to go do is head to our local Tesco to go pick up 2 Billy bookcases. So, my bookcase in my office is not big enough. It's slimmer than a Billy bookcase and shorter than a Billy bookcase, and it is rammed and it is full. And I actually now can't find it on Amazon where I bought it, so I can't even buy a second one. So we're gonna retire that one to the shed and use it as like storage for garden stuff. And then we, as in myself, are gonna go pick up 2 Billy bookcases to take that space. So I think today I'm just gonna go pick them up. I'm not 100% sure if today is the day I'm gonna build them and fill them back up again. That might be a separate video, but I'm gonna go pick them up. And then I've got a whole host of things I need to come home and sort out, like cleaning, tidying, changing bed sheets, sorting out emails, emptying bins, like the whole house just needs a little bit of TLC. So it is now time to go pick up the bookcases. Alex also wants to go to Homebase to pick up a lawnmower because our grass in our garden is getting slightly out of hand. I still don't think it's the time of year we need to cut it yet, but we need the lawnmower for the day that we do. And yeah, I think that's the plan for this morning. So we are gonna go head out, pick up those few bits, and then come home and give this whole house a deep, deep clean. Where is my to-do list? Here. Right, I have picked up the bookcase, which was so hilarious. It was literally just a van in a car park. It kind of felt like I was stealing IKEA furniture, but apparently it was legit. But I have picked up the bookcase, I've cleaned the bedroom, and I've cleaned the final clip of the book vlog, which you'll have just seen because I was stood in this exact same position. And the next thing I'm gonna do is tidy this office and then clean this office. It's actually not too bad. I've just got my little tower that I've made to film that clip. I've then just got bits everywhere. So these are the books that I was reading. Those are the last 2 books in my TBR. And then there's just like a bit of mess down there that needs tidying up. So just a little tidy, then a little spritz. And then I think after that point, it's only 11:30. I've got loads and loads of time. I think after that, I might go downstairs and clean the kitchen. Making good progress. So here's my little list with a little ticked off things, and let's keep going. There is a second bigger bookcase to go next to the current bigger bookcase, but it involves chopping out a section for the light switch, and I just don't think we're emotionally ready to do that today. So that'll be a job for another day, but it's actually so nice that all my books fit. Can we talk about how that hasn't happened since we moved in? So I'm gonna get you off the little thing you're on. Are you ready, kids? Aye, Captain. We have romance, albeit they're actually not romance, the Finley Donovan books, but let's not go there. Romance and general fiction. We've then got fantasy, 2 shelves of YA. Wow, it's a little bit topsy-turvy because I'm still waiting for the other big bookcase, but pretty much YA fantasy. And then there's a few like adult fantasies there, but we don't go into that. We've then got thrillers up here as well. And yeah, I think when we get the second big one in, I will properly organise it. But at the moment, at least everything is now not like stacked down the side there or hidden in random places, and it's all just actually on the bookcase. And like I say, this will end up having a bigger one next to it, but we need to be able to cut out a space for the light switch, which just didn't want to face today. Just wasn't in today's agenda. So we will do that later. But I wonder if does this even fit on these shelves? I mean, not really. Edited the video, it's currently uploading, which means the only thing left to do on my list is to clean my makeup brushes, and then the whole list is done. One thing I am going to include the clips from the other day is updating my book journal. These clips are from a little while ago, but they've just been floating on my computer with like nowhere to go. So as I am doing a little reset, I'm going to include the clips in here. It has been, I think, like 2 weeks since these clips, so I have completed some more pages. We'll include the little book journal update clips in now, and then I will show you where we've got to. I'm excited. So she's now all updated. I am just so obsessed. It's become my like new obsession. Like I have now all the books printed out, ready, so that I can just put them in the minute I finish books. But I'm going to show you where we're at with the little progresses. So this is my 25 to read in 2025. I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 currently, which in 2 months means I'm on track. Smash that. And then coloured in all the little books on my 2025 little bookcase that I've made, and I've actually started writing over the top what the books are. It just kind of helps. Here's my A to Z reading challenge. I've done quite a few. There's still quite a lot of gaps, but then I'm 2 months into the year. So I stuck in my favourite book from January and filled in the first book from the work book club. And then I've ticked off all the little series that I am most of the way through. And I've also added some series that I've bought that I haven't started. This is a little, I'm actually really enjoying doing this, but this is a little thing where I colour in each day that I finish a book. you can see it was a very busy January and February. I've done no rereading. I do want to reread Fourth Wing before I start the next book because I have totally forgotten everything that happened. And then this is my little January spread. So you've got the like top line stats, some little pie charts of breakdowns, and then my monthly TBR. And then these are all the books that I read in January. You'll notice that I haven't reviewed Rouge, not because it's 0 stars, just because I still can't work out how to rate that book because I still don't really know what I read. If you've read any of Mona Award's books, you will know what I mean. Her plots are peculiar, so I still haven't reviewed that book, but those were the books I read in January. And then I've got my little February spread ready to go, including my monthly TBR. And then these are the books I've read so far in February. Well, I'm in the process of reading 7 days in June. And there you go, a little flick through my TBR or book journal. I love it so much. I bought some more supplies over the last couple of weeks to help me fill it in, including these little tape things. I've cut out, as I said, or not cut out, I've printed off every book in my TBR in little bits of paper, so they are ready to go. And yeah, I'm just having such a good time. So I did spend some time filling that in just now, but I had filled it in a little while ago, so I thought I would just use those clips. But yeah, the only thing left on my to-do list is to clean my makeup brushes, which I will probably do after dinner, but it's currently 6 p.m. I just keep looking at my bookshelves, like I'm just... And I still haven't put the other big one up. The other IKEA bookcase still isn't up. I've now got one from Amazon and one from IKEA, and the Amazon one is gonna go, I don't know where. Might drop it off at a charity shop, but you can very much tell the quality between the two. And I think they're relatively similar prices. It's just the Amazon one delivered to my house and the IKEA one didn't. But the IKEA one is really like stable and the Amazon one is not. So I'm very glad that I have made the upgrade, but I need to take the old bookcase. I think there's a couple of charity shops in the area that take furniture, so I'm probably going to drop it off at one of theirs, but I just love it. It's so nice to like actually have space for all of my books because they've been like scattered around the whole house for a little while. But yeah, it's now 6 o'clock. The plan for dinner is that Alex is making it. So I've got nothing I need to do and I finished everything I had to do. So I feel like I'm now free. I might sit and start 7 Days in June by Tia Williams because I haven't started this yet and I'm very excited to. So I might go sit in the other room on the sofa and read some of my book as a little celebration of pretty much finishing my to-do list apart from one thing. I have no idea whether this is going to look, sound or feel different, but I imagine so because, although to be fair, you've gone from Sony to Sony, so maybe not, but I dropped my camera. Can you see that? I'm absolutely fuming. It slipped out my hand and just like dropped on the floor, and then I'm just like... So I'm going to have to go take this to a camera shop in London and see if I can get it repaired. I'm fuming. It literally slipped out of my hand and look at it, it's so wonky. But I still have my old camera and my old camera still works. I just bought a new one because it keeps, like this camera just turns on periodically for like no reason whatsoever. But I don't know if it's gonna look or feel different. I actually think this camera deals better with light. What was I saying? I was saying something when I dropped my camera and then I went and had dinner because I was kind of sad. And now I'm back. But I actually cannot remember what I was trying to tell you. I think it's that I was cooking. I'm actually fuming. And it was such a nice day. I was having such a lovely day. And I think literally just before I did it, I was walking around the house going, I love this house. And I was just walking around thinking how happy I was. And I feel like, did I accidentally wish it into existence? Maybe. Anyway, so this is gonna have to go to a camera shop to see if it can get repaired, but I think this is working. I'm still fuming. I watched a clip back of this camera and it isn't as crisp, but I'm hoping you will forgive while I get my other camera repaired because I don't really have a choice. I'm currently taking everything off and getting ready for bed. It is coming up to 9 o'clock, so I'm just winding down. I'm gonna take my makeup off, then go clean my makeup brushes, and then we'll wake up tomorrow morning to a fresh, new day. God, this camera is like so small. Couple of bits to round up the day. I realised this is what I was talking about when I broke my camera. I've painted my nails. I used the Revlon Ultra HD Snap in, I have no idea, this shade. This is like nearly running out, so is the top coat. This is basically my go-to nail colour. And then I've been sat on the bed for the last, I don't know, hour or so, reading 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Currently on page 183. I am absolutely loving this book. It's following two authors who had a relationship while they were younger, quite short but like strong, powerful relationship. Then they go off, do their own things, become authors, and then meet at a conference and kind of fall back in love. And I love it for two reasons. One, the writing style is like beautiful, like it's so easy to read, but then actually quite meaningful. And two, this is written by an author of colour. It has two characters who are of colour, but it feels like that's not the plot of the book, and for that I actually just really love it. I feel like 99% of the times when you read a story of two people of colour, it is referenced and they do talk about it, but like that seems to be the plot, while the plot of this book is just generally two people reconnecting. Obviously I don't know what's going to happen in the next half of the book, but it's so clever and I keep like giggling to myself because it's quite funny. So yeah, I'm actually loving this book. Got to page 183. So I'm going to end this video here. Different camera to where I started, different bookcase to where I started. A completed to-do list, which is not where I started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!